Everyone, welcome to another live. I am Miss Marie, and this is Giving to You Straight. Happy Thursday, Jupiter's wheel, Jupiter's day, expansion, higher mind, heightened awareness, trusting the feeling of today into the upcoming days. So it is with uh, a grateful heart that I'm here. This space, of course, is because of all our intentions. So thank you for taking your time and joining me this live and putting your trust within me. It is August 6th and it is a beautiful day. Today, it is my grandson's birthday. Happy birthday, baby. 6 years old on August 6th. I am so honored that God chose me as your grandma. And so I'm so happy to be celebrating your birthday. I love you, baby. May your day be full of bliss, joy, beauty, happiness all around you. Happy birthday to all my beautiful Leos. As we coming into this to this portal energy, what does it mean? Because you are that portal. You are that portal. All right. I want you to understand that you are the power that transforms. All right. So you are the protection, you are the healing, you are the renewal, you are the strength, you are the intuition, you are the wisdom. What's clearing you and what is igniting in your power, what is aligning with your purpose, what is cleansing you, what is elevating you. You are that portal, you are that open door, you are that power. So today, basically, what is clearing you and what is coming in, remember that you are that portal. And we're going to begin here with a little bit of discipline, because discipline is the way I show my love for you, right? I care about your future and I want you to grow. So I'm going to help you to create a more stable, more stability and more wisdom, okay? It's like a parent setting a boundary, a teacher correcting mistakes, training yourself, all right? So I'm just here to steady you as you have your journey here, all right? I'm not here to manage, micromanage you here. Hey, Miss Hermosa. Hi, how are you? Hi. Okay, welcome to the live. So what is clearing? I'm going to do all 12 zodiac signs. What is clearing you and what is coming in? All right, the door is open. That door is open. So I'm going to talk a little bit about everything, because metaphorically speaking, it's all metaphorically, symbolically, those portals represent heightened awareness, intuition, a new way of a new wave of creativity. All right, this is all about your consciousness. You understanding things, you feel it. You just don't want to stay with the feeling. I want to help you carry that feeling for the next couple of months. All right, this portal, it's you. It is you just being more and heightened and aware. Okay, so you feel it. You feel it. You know something good is coming. You know what's clearing you. All right, and what's clearing you is that old pain. That old pain is clearing the way for something new. There could be there's patterns that are clearing you. The situations, their belief systems, they're all clearing you. I promise you that if you walk through that door, because it's open, because that door is open, and an open door means that are new possibilities available to you. All right, this is the time to add. The time is now. So if you get an invitation, you get an offer, you gotta trust and believe in yourself. You gotta say, you gotta honor your commitments. All right. Yeah, I know you've been saying, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it. The time is now. All right. So welcome to another live. What is clearing you and what is coming in? What is coming in is very important, because as you understand, as those trees leave, they fall off. The trees, the leaves, they fall off, right? Right before new leaves grow. All right? So there's new growth that are going to appear. All right? Like an empty room, right? Before it could be fully furnished differently. All right? Before the night ends, before the sun rises. So these are things that are going to be happening over the next, especially on the on the 6th, on the 7th, I mean on the 8th. Today's the 6th. So between now, but because today what's happening today, and I have so much different energy going on, is that is Mercury is entering Leo. Okay, so this is all about the expression. All right, so there's an old mindset and a fear. Okay, depending on your life, depending on where you're at. All right, there's a painful experience that you are beginning to recover from. Welcome to another live. What is clearing you is that's referring to an energy, a pattern, a situation, or beliefs that are leaving your life. They are loosening their grip, their influence on your life. All right, and that is making space for something new. That is what's clearing you. All right. I don't want. We're gonna leave all the noise and all the words that we don't really understand. So I want to make that clear to you. All right. So that's what's clearing you. What's clearing you is that open. Bye bye. So how to carry this energy forward and how to understand the 5th house and that Leo energy, because that's all about creating something. All right. Enjoy it. Create it and enjoy it. Dance, sing, move your body, have fun. Read and learn about a topic that genuinely excites you. Share your creativity if it feels right, through writing, through art, through music. Share your videos, all right? Spend time outdoors in the sunshine. Reflect on the Leo connecting energy. It's very important. Compliment yourself as you compliment others. Make space for laughter, play, celebrate, all right? You give yourself permission to shine. I create from my heart. I express my authentic self and I welcome joy into my life. All right? When you understand here that the 5th house, as Mercury enters in this domain, it's all about the creativity and the artistic expressions, the romance and dating, hobbies and passions, fun and recreation if you're not having that already, children, all right? Performance and entertainment, taking healthy risks, celebrating your life. This house is going to remind you that life isn't only about responsibility. It also includes creating, playing, and enjoying what you love. Okay? So, the lesson of Leo, it isn't about seeking attention. It's about expressing yourself authentically. Okay? There's pros and cons to this energy. All right? What makes you feel most alive? Between today, tomorrow, and of course on the 8th, that powerful infinity symbol. You are that power. You are that portal. All right? Something is going to be awakened in you. So how to carry this energy forward, because you just don't want to stay in inspiration and just the feeling of it, because you might not be like, wow, what is happening? All right? You want to be able to carry that forward for the next couple of months. All right? It's very important to understand that. All right? And so, of course, be who you are. And understanding that Leo ruled by the sun is about shining your unique light. All right? That's your confidence, your creativity, your leadership, your generosity, your playfulness, your courage, your self-expression. All right? Joy and the heart. Remember, home is where the heart is. So wherever you're at, you could create a home wherever you're at, because it's all about what's in the heart. All right? Understand that this Lion Gate's inspired intention is all about the gifts, the intentions for the next weeks ahead. I close the door that belong to my past and I welcome what aligns it with my heart. I have the courage to walk through those new doors with confidence, creativity, and purpose. If you have the courage to begin, you will have the strength to follow through. Okay? So you have to allow, you have to invite. All right? So when you get this closure, this emotional openness begins. All right? Rather than trying to force what's next, the invitation is to recognize what has ended, stay receptive to what genuinely resonates with you, and take those practical steps when new opportunities, and they will arrive. The doors are open, and you're ready, okay? So clear the noise. Clear the noise. Release what has already completed. All right? Receive what is emotionally authentic. All right? And then respond with inspired actions. All right? If you're going to start a project, start that little project. If you're going to apply for a position, apply for that position today, today, today. You're going to see the manifestations of that energy within the next couple of days to the next weeks ahead. Okay, reach out to somebody. Reach out. If you have that person in the mind, reach out. Reach out to someone. All right? Begin the routine that you've been thinking about. All right? It's not about perfection. It's about movement. This is the time to walk through those doors. All right? The doors are open. Say yes. Say yes to meaningful conversations. Listen to your intuition before you react. All right? Be emotionally with yourself and with others. Okay? Especially during the September months as you follow through on your promises to yourself, basically. Okay? So August is about leaving that old chapter behind, letting go of replaying disappointments, old ones, finish unfinished business when you can, rest without feeling guilty when the old thoughts return, and they will. You start asking yourself, is this part of my future or is this part of my past? Okay? So, this month is about consciously releasing what has already ended. All right? It's not a 1, 2, 3. I don't want you to get caught up with all the big hype. But I want you to be conscious of what you're doing and what are those possibilities that are available. Okay? Because an open door, they're all about new possibilities that are available to you. It's not a closed door, because if the door will close, the timing is not right, and of course something will remain hidden. The door is not locked, there's no obstacles, and there's no lessons that you got to work through. All right? When you walk through that door, you choose a new direction. That means everything else is going to collapse. This is the decision. This is what I'm moving forward with. It's like entering a new stage in your life. Hey, NZ. Okay? So understand the symbolism behind the Lion's portal. That is a gateway into higher awareness, higher mind, higher intuition, into the wisdom. That's an invitation to trust your intuition, and a reminder that when one chapter closes, another one begins. That is you trusting in the only person that you can really depend on. Those are all about deciding whether, like they say, you decide to stay, you stay, and then what healing can you bring? All right, because you're going to have a lot of great things happening for you. And of course, at its core, that's a threshold. And that threshold is a point where one phase ends and another begins that quickly. Yes, that is one of the most beautiful thing about this Lion's portal energy. But we use these words metaphorically, okay? Because the Lionsgate energy is all about aligning, okay? And it's all about encouraging you to new ideas, opportunities, rather than waiting for the perfect moment, okay? Those are about taking the first inspired steps towards the new beginning that's calling you. So write down what you have to release, what you're ready to release. Set 1 or 2 intentions for the months ahead, and spend a few quiet moments in meditation and gratitude. All right? And then you take one practical action that supports a goal or a dream that you've been putting off. All right? So, okay, what is aligning with you? Okay? What is that spark? What is that you're feeling? All right? And so the moment is now. Okay? Start setting those intentions now and give it to the universe. So I'm gonna go here, and you guys are gonna get a lot of this stuff happening here. There's gonna be a lot of genuine expression of feelings. There's gonna be there's gonna be a lot of sincerity, and everything is coming from the heart. So instead of surviving, all right, you're gonna start learning how to connect to what truly fulfills you. Okay? So we're going to go ahead. All right. All signs. If you have a question, come on in. From Leo to Pisces, what is clearing you and what is coming in? All right. Whether it's a relationship, a job, or a situation. Okay. That needs to be cleared up. It could be a misunderstanding. Okay. It could be a misunderstanding between you and somebody. It could be healing that needs to happen. And so whether you're looking for support, whether you're looking to encourage yourself and other, where you not, how you navigate life's challenges, family members working together, relying on each other. Okay, even if it's not a family, immediate family, because a family, metaphorically speaking, is interconnected. It's like a web. It's like sharing social media, finding family within your social media groups. Okay, it doesn't have to be the 4, 6, 8 people in your family. All right, those of course are important. All right, situation for you, please. Hey, Leanne. Leanne, how are you, Leanne? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Situation for me, please clarify. Go ahead with your question, Leanne. Go ahead with your question. All right. Remember, we're looking at traditional values, family, sharing community, just the beliefs or traditions, something that binds you together. The moment is now. It is not. I will not come with this energy if it wasn't available for you, but it's up to you to carry it forward into September, October, November, December, at least for the next 6 months. All right. When you learn how to hold that in gratitude and appreciation for all that you have now, and you welcome new energy, amazing things happen. I can just say, I'm not just going to tell you, oh, this is happening, the portal is opening. You are the portal. All right, you get to decide. It is up to you. Nobody can carry that for you. All right, you are responsible for that. And so of course there are pros and cons to everything. Today you could be feeling really, really good. Tomorrow, wow, and you're gonna get this heightened intuition, awareness. Wow. And since you're gonna like that feeling so much, you're not gonna be able to want to do anything, because it's gonna be like, wow, I never felt this before. You gotta be careful, because this energy has pros and cons to it. All right. But I'm gonna help you carry that through for the next couple of months. Remember what you started in August 8th, when that door was open. You're gonna have to trust in divine time. You're gonna have to trust in you, that you're making the right decisions. And as you move forward, of course, when we head into the next season. All right, so just enjoy the energy. If you like it, how you feel. I know everybody's feeling it. I know I'm feeling it. You might say some things, and then the next 2 days is like, you're gonna be like, wow. And of course, we having this solar and lunar eclipses happening, so there's gonna be a lot of moment of realizations. After that, it's gonna just calm down for a while. You're gonna be like, man, what's going on? Nothing. It's just not the moment. It's just not the season for it. Okay, so everything has a season and it cycles. So enjoy the moment. What direction am I going in work? Work situation. Work situation. All right. Let's see where you're going with work situation. Like, again, we need direction. Some of us, we know what we have to do, but we probably get we get a little scared. All right. When I do things from the disciplined way, that's the way I show love. And for me, we have the student or the follower, because we're connected. We're connected in that way. All right. So again, I would tell you to train yourself to be patient, to commit to your goals. All right, and be honest with yourself. All right. Discipline is linked to love, because love is not only comfort, it is also guidance. All right, refinement. Discipline is correction, meaning to lead someone towards wisdom, not destruction. Okay. So love gives us warmth. Discipline gives us structure. Together they create this balance. All right. Too little discipline can lead to chaos and lack of direction, while discipline without compassion can become fear and control. All right. So that this is why. This is why. I know that you might not like it. Oh gosh. All right. I don't want you to get stuck in because then you're gonna be like, what's going on? At least you have. At least you can say, okay, I need some discipline. At least you could say I need some discipline. Okay. Addicted to water. Anyway, what direction am I going in? All right. Let's see what direction you're going in. All right. So, you know, it's like it's like without the banks, the water spreads everywhere, but with the banks, you see it there in the temperance, all right? And without the banks, without the water, the banks are empty, okay? The purpose for me is guidance, protection, and growth for you, all right? I rather care and tell you the truth than try to control or harm you. Let's go ahead, Leanne. What direction am I going in? Work situation. One more, okay? You might take it like that, but that's because your ego, okay? That's all it is. When I speak here, I speak to your ego, all right? The ego doesn't like direction. No, it's not aware that the soul remember its path, all right? So you are to lead it with care and discipline, all right? One more. You don't let your emotions run the show. No, no, no. One more. One more. One more. One more. And thank you. We like freedom, but freedom gives us chaos, all right? You got the King of Pentacles. Oh, you got a lot of pentacles here. Let's see if there's another one. Oh, right. Wow. Okay. All right. So, Leanne. So, the bottom line here is the Death card, all right? What you said, I need a one discipline. Thank you for your God. Yeah, we all need it. Believe me, if there's anybody that needed it more than anybody before I came on here, it was me. Okay, when I was told that I got to shut it down, I had to shut it down. Okay, and so my thing is this is that whatever you do, what are you waiting for? Because this is what's gonna happen right now, right? As you're going into this transformation, the ending. All right, death is not the ending; it's just transitioning. All right, which is a very exaggerated name. All right, because the energy is about transformation. So whatever you're going through right now with this Seven of Pentacles, right? Because you could have stopped at the 6, but because you chose to elevate, once you elevate, okay, it requires for you to be patient, all right? Because it doesn't happen overnight. This is not overnight success here, all right? This is the Page of Pentacles is trusting, using your skills to develop. Why are you, because it's like you're holding on to something so precious here, all right? So the death, of course, is not over, all right? So as you close this door, the strategy here is becoming more patient. So what are you doing? Are you starting a book? This is something that is, of course, seeing the results, holding it, all right? Because you have visions here, all right? And you could be very good visionary when it comes to making money, all right? Just coming at exactly what kind of transitions are you going through? Because right now this is evaluating here. This is the moment when you could start cutting out what's draining you. All right. So as we going into the 7th house with Venus energy, all right, this is a more Saturnian energy giving you that discipline, so you could start planning again. All right. This is about planning, evaluating, and pruning. All right. Because I don't know if you're trying to launch something big. All right. So, but I like this because this helps you build. When you have that discipline, you build structure. All right. So maybe with the Death card, what kind of careers are you in? What kind of career? Also, you're doing a spiritual transition. All right. And what does that feel like to you? Because when you get the aha moments, the lightning fast access to higher information, wisdom, right, that you haven't experienced before, that's what you're going to be experiencing now. So you could use that energy All right. But because you have this hold on here, all right? So working on this, we're gonna go down. I'm gonna go down the list here for you with that Seven of Pentacles, okay? And see where we could help you quickly because I don't have all the time to stay here with you. It's like I don't have the time or the resources yet to help you with that. I could just point some things out here for you, and but to help you better understand the suit of Pentacles. All right. So if you have high frequency communication with your spirit guides, right, that could be somewhere because this is a dramatic change. All right, this is something very dramatic. All right, if you're looking into it's not the ending; it's just the dynamic. This is all about changing the dynamic. Something serves its purpose. All right, is there life left? Okay, what are you waiting for here? Okay, it's not telling you to move forward. It's telling you to right now. It's the time to evaluate because share a little bit more with me as we move forward with this energy quickly. Okay, I don't have all the time. I'm sorry. This is not where I'm at. All right. So you ask a question. You got to understand these questions are so huge that I mean, if I'm gonna try to find any kind of resolution for you, all right, looking at online coaching, yes, all right. This is time to evaluate what it, like courses, the time, like focus blocks, like really setting a plan because this is about planning and strategizing. But patience is the strategy there. Okay, so it's not giving me nothing about love. I don't know if that's love, but this is more into your career and your money. All right, because the Seven of Pentacles is different areas in your life. This is about stabilizing something. All right. So this is telling you not to rush the harvest. All right. Something needs timing right now at the end of the day. All right, with that Seven of Pentacles. So timing is key here. So don't rush the harvest because and how to stay basically because after this comes the Eight. Okay. Then you start dedicating more time. All right. So be patient as you use patient is my biggest learning. No, patience is going to be your strategy. You're not understanding this. I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying. Patience is your strategy. Use that patience as a strategy. All right. Remember what a strategy is. All right. It's not like you got the Seven of Swords. Patience is my strategy. You're not understanding this. You'll be like, oh, holy sweat. All right. You got it. You got this. But as you stay grounded here, okay? Because right now you holding on to something here instead of grounding this energy. You understand? So that means keeping yourself mentally and emotionally, okay, present. All right. So so you don't get overwhelmed or scattered or pulled too far. Steady inside. What matters right now, no matter what happens. All right. That is your strategy. No, you're doing it already. You're not giving up, right? That's your strategy. You're doing good. All right. What are you teaching tonight? Hey, Beehive. All right. So daily routine, having a daily structure, one that will do wonders if you keep your mind stable. Okay, that's going to limit overwhelm. Too much information, social media, or multitasking can unground you. You understand me? Do one thing at a time instead of rushing mentally. All right. So those are simple ways. You don't suppress your feelings. You understand them. You don't let them run your decisions. If you made a decision already. Okay, so look at this energy here. All right. Understand when things feel balanced. All right. If you're stuck in the past or in the present, right, or too far ahead in the future, you don't want to get stuck there. All right. And so that's one of the ways that just listen to the message because it's quick and it will help you at least here when it comes to because I don't know what are you trying to launch here for the future, right? So I didn't get the world card because if you're starting any major projects or businesses or life chapters, the goal is to move from preparation to expansion at the end of the day. All right, you got it. So a lot of time we just need the encouragement. Am I doing the right thing right now? But as you do this, strategize. All right. So basically, that patience is what's gonna give you because you got it here. All right. So recognize the goal, the value of your efforts. Okay. How do you spend on your lifestyle, your comfort, your legacy? You know, that's going to reinforce security and self-sufficiency, okay? So anyway, yeah, so it's a lot of stuff that's going on here. So at the end of the day, what is pruning here, all right? Cut what's draining you, okay? Focus, 3 categories at the end of the day. Focus on what grows. So if you feel stagnant here, adjust or give a deadline. All right, adjust or give a deadline. Cut off what's draining you. All right, this is the hard part. Pruning can look like canceling subscriptions, unnecessary spending, walking away from something that's not paying off, saying no to people or distractions, stopping habits that waste your money, time, and energy. If it's not growing after effort, it is not your harvest. You got to understand what it's saying here. All right. So you don't have to quit everything, okay? You don't have to quit everything. Strategize here, the way you spend your money, all right? So if you're buying like, what are you doing here? All right, I want to know a little bit more about what you're doing here, because this card goes on and on and on with it's infused with a whole bunch of strategic investment growth and invest in long-term growth here, like buying a course, all right? So this is, I mean, you're almost there at the mastery card. Whether you're launching a business, you're writing a book, you're setting up a website, what are the things that you're doing here? All right? You got the message? I cannot fix everything for you. I can just show you, all right, what you need to cut off. All right? I hope that helped you. A lot of times I give a little bit of information so that you can see, okay, basically it's good. Whatever you're doing, it's working, okay? You're good. Sunflower Rose, hey, good morning, sweetie. All right? Remember that this portal, give me your sign here, because I'm going to look at the next person that asked me a question, the energy available today. It is all about what is clearing you and what's coming in. This is the energy that we on today. And you could carry this energy with you for the next couple of months, but you're going to have to learn how to clear the noise, and of course step into a little bit of mindfulness, a little bit of meditation, a little bit, and a little bit of gratitude. They all are the power that you have. Gratitude is a superpower, and you release it. All right, walk through that door with confidence. All right, you have a sincere invitation here. All right, you 18. All right, hey Leo. I hope that it helped you, and just know that just sometimes we just need to see it. Where am I at? Why is this happening? Patience is your strategy right now. I'm doing it right. I'm doing it right now. It's not the most comfortable thing, but it pays off beautifully. All right? I'd rather learn, all right? You got it? Than rushing the harvest. It's there already. Okay? It's there already. So now you're good. I understand the energy perfectly, so that's why I'm telling you. All right, so the energy today is what is clearing you and what is coming in. And you are that portal. You are that power, okay? So you're going to have a lot of beautiful things for you. Just don't stay in the feeling alone. You don't want things to stay just an inspiration, all right? You want to be able to follow through, all right? That's the only thing about the Lion's Portal energy. It is a heightened awareness. All right. It is preparing you for something new. It's all about new possibilities. But you have the courage to walk through those doors. If you have the courage to walk through it, you're going to be met with strength. And that is all I can get to you. All right. And so whatever is you know, because like I don't only want to survive, right? I want to thrive and I want to flourish in anything that I do. Okay. So I want you to leave here transformed, and I want you to leave here empowered, all right? And so what is clearing you up? What is ending in you? Something has to end in you. In you. Something has to end in you, okay? It has to end in you. Because something new is going to come in, and you might get overwhelmed. Oh, my God. How come you're going to have too much? You're going to have too much. Okay? It's like buying furniture. Okay, listen to me. All right, let me tell you something. If you have your house furnished, will you buy new furniture and put it with your old furniture? No, you got to clear that old furniture out. You got it? Walking what doors and where did the doors lead to? Walking through what doors and where did the doors lead to? The portals are you. That's the whole thing because you're taking everything literally. Everything is meant in a metaphorical way. All right? The door, the portal, the consciousness is you. You got it? So you know, energetically speaking, if that situation or that job, all right, it ended, it's difficult, would you continue to pursue it? This is how your mind, you understand? We are in the feeling mind. So once you start to understand, I don't want to make it difficult, all right, because when you say walk through what doors and where did those doors lead to, it leads to wherever you want them to lead to because it's your choice, it's your decision, okay? Where are you in your life, all right? Because metaphorically speaking, you got to understand what doors they mean, all right? Doors mean different things for different people. And the Lion's Gateway is just all about stepping in with any doors that are open and available to you with heart center leadership and releasing those old cycles. That's what you have to understand. Symbolically, the doors are new opportunities, new ways of thinking, okay? Those are all about a chance to enter a new chapter in your life, okay? You stop taking everything literally. That's what happens. We take things literally, all right? So we have to learn how to separate the noise. Too much noise. You don't understand what the metaphorically or the symbolically. That's why I speak here with a lot of symbolism here, all right? I'm going to talk about the pentacle and what does it mean so you can understand what these pentacles are. All right. You say, well, walk through those doors. That is about transitioning and moving from one state of being to another. You're doing that within the next couple of days. But you might get this good feeling and you're going to want to stay in that feeling so long. You understand? So you know, because you are dealing with such an intelligence universe and you inhabit such an intelligent body. And you know, but you are in fear of the old chapter, of losing the identity. I'm afraid of letting go of the identity. My all old borrowed values, all other people's identity. All right, that's why you're fear of letting go. So this is what this card shows up for many of you. You're afraid of letting go of the old identity. That dynamic doesn't work. That was a different you, okay? And so that's why this is all. And then when you look at this card, it's all about the death of the ego, all right? The transitioning. Let me just say it like this because I know you see the death card, which is a very exaggerated name. The transitioning of the ego, alchemizing that ego and letting understand that it has a soul and that your soul has a purpose. All right, this energy is not going to be available for long. Today you can start planning, releasing what dims your light so you can move forward with confidence, okay? You don't want to stay too shallow in this channel. I'm sorry. I'm in a whole different portal of energy, all right? Meaning a different awareness. You want to stay elevated. You want to stay steady there, but you have to learn how to use the powers, the skills, your gifts, your talents. What are you developing here? You understand? So may I please see where my energy is at the moment, and why do people sometimes feel like they need to trigger me in the, oh, I like that. Hey, Rachel, in the community, why they need to trigger you? One thing I'm going to tell you, Gemini, one thing I'm going to tell you, remember that we constantly projecting, all right? Remember, sometimes when you look at somebody, that is a mirror to your consciousness, all right? Not that nobody's triggering you. Nobody's triggering you. This is what I want to help people move forward more confidently without, oh, people are triggering me. No, that's a reflection of who you are, okay? It is a mirror to your soul. You got it? Because then we walk around complaining and blaming, and guess what? We don't take personal responsibility. As long as you see those people as a trigger, That they are there to help you evolve, grow, okay, into the next stage of your life. You got it? That is not necessarily what's happening. You're taking it that way. So if people, places, things are triggering you, this is because it's helping you to stretch, to evolve, all right? Because you're experiencing contrast at the end of the day. All right? So doors, symbolically, those are invitations, all right? And open doors suggest welcoming possibility and openness. All right. So when you say why the people in my community in the community are triggering, I could go there and see what's happening. You're gonna take it literally, not understanding that everything that triggers you is of course a projection. We constantly projecting, although we don't want to hear that, but that's exactly what's happening. Okay, everything is helping you. That's it. Everything is nothing's working against you is what I'm saying. Everything has its purpose. People, places, things. All right. Timeline, lifetimes. All right. So to understand that, just to make it a little more clear, so you don't be so like, oh wow. And we don't want to accept that, but that's what we're doing. All right. Whether you understand it or not, little by little, you start to understand, oh, that's why that happened. All right. That person that's talking about you, that betrayed, all those things were aligning you for a greater purpose. That's going to be all for your elevation. It's not to harm you. It's not to hurt you. All right. This is why we got to respond instead of reacting. Okay. Exactly. There you go. That's it. It's not about, if you don't experience no contrast, no tension, there's no awakening. There's no awakening. You understand me? You're supposed to have these experiences. But that's why it says to you, it's how you respond. All right? Do you react to what they're saying? Or do you respond? How do you respond in the face of adversities? Because you got to understand, all right? When you learn, because we got to learn how to calm our mind when they get tough. And the only person that I could look after me is me. So if someone is coming after you, make sure physically to harm you, make sure that that's what's happening. All right. If nobody's attacking you, you got to understand that like that. You got to understand when you start to understand that and understand that if you get angry, that's your shadows showing you where you need, right? Because there's something that you haven't complete or finished. You got it? Nobody wants to hear that, but that's the truth. At the end of the day, we're going to come back around and we're going to circle back. That anger, that jealousy, all right? Remember that anger is the enemy mind. Violence begets violence. But to respond with kindness in the face of any adversity, now that takes strength. Patience, that's real strength. All right? And this is what that portal is opening up to you. You walk with it to courage. It's how you respond, all right? Which is very foolish. We are taught to fight and talk crap about each other. You understand? So a little bit more higher mind, elevating and expanding. So as you expand, you anchor your awareness. You don't empty your mind, all right? But anyway, remember that we're gonna run across people that are all, at the end of the day, we're gonna face all kind of discrimination. Setback. People around you are gonna be rude, of course, ignorant, unkind, reckless, unpleasant along the way. You just make sure that you are not one of them. All right? You got it? We are so easy. Every time that you point a finger, there's going to be pointing one right back at you. You better believe that. All right? So, and that's one of the things. We've got to choose one side. Oh, it's them. It's them. All right? This is helping you to elevate. All right? It's like you cannot become a boss or a manager. You're probably trying to get this big business corporation or just get elevating. And if you respond, if you react instead of responding, you're gonna lose everything. You're not gonna know how to manage your emotions. You gotta be steady. You gotta be on your feet. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? So anyway, doors, they are choice. When you see a door, it's all about the decision, or rather whether you stay or when you step into the unknown. It's like that. It's like that fool standing at the edge of a cliff. It might be scary. But with trust is what takes you into the next journey. All right? So at the end of the day, a gateway is to higher awareness and wisdom. These are you are that portal. Understand that, all right? So of course they are reminding you that one chapter must close before another one can begin. All right? Stop taking everything so literal. All right? Don't take everything literal. We do that and then we miss the symbolism and the metaphoric behind it. I struggle when I feel surrounded by judgment. So then you struggle? So give me an explanation so I could probably take you. What like, are you one of those people that are judgmental? Because to tell you the truth, I mean, I could go down the list. And if you see yourself there, then you're gonna have to revisit some of the beliefs that you had about yourself. Because the only person that I had to work on myself, and the stuff that I've seen about myself, man, I'm gonna tell you, man, it hides in the shadows, and you might not like it, but that's what's gonna help you grow. All right. No, 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 no. I don't do that here. I'm not gonna tell you what you want to hear. Oh, I want to just feel good because my ego wants to be calm. No, I don't do that here. So if you come to ask me a question, you got to be prepared for the answer. That's what's gonna help you evolve anyway. At the end of the day, all right. I'm gonna give it to you with discipline, but with love. If I don't discipline, then there's no love there because it requires discipline. All right. Growth requires you to be a little bit uncomfortable, and that's what's gonna help you stretch. No tension, no story, no archetype, nothing. You don't evolve, you don't grow. It won't make no sense. I guarantee you, once you embrace that, you'll be like, oh wow. I mean, I'm gonna go down the whole list. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna go buy a little bit of my donut. So even if you leave and you come back to this video, all right, it's good to give all the good stuff. Yeah, give me the good stuff. You're not gonna work on yourself. You're always gonna be, and that's what's holding a lot of people back. You're not gonna do it. You're gonna be afraid to walk through that door because damn, I have to work on myself. You understand me? A lot of times we don't know the karma that we got, and we don't deal with it, and we take, that. You sense it. Oh man, I'm gonna mess up. Because when you feel like that, it's because you still got work to do. You got it? You still got work to do. You got it? You still got work to do. So if you walk through that door in that new opportunity, all right, you got to trust and believe that you're making the right judgment. All right, because it's all up to you. You make that decision. Once you make that decision, you cancel everything else out. All right? I am not afraid to look, just not all at once. There you go. I like that. Not just all at once. This baby steps. That's right. Small steps. I had to look at it all together. You could imagine what work to do what. Work to do. Wait till your question, Beehive. All right. Ask me the question that you want to ask me. All right. Work to do on what though? All right. Depending on your energy, everybody has a different lifestyle. Everybody's on a different stage in their life. All right. Everybody's on a different stage in their life. God, how did you do that? All right. So you got to understand, I had to look at it all together, man. It blew my mind. I was like, what? Man, I had to look at so many things at once. Thank God that God prepared me. Man, you got to look at everything at once. It's scary. I know. So that's why I tell people, believe slowly, have faith in all you do. Faith, when you're talking about the sacred unseen, there's things that you can't see with your physical eyes. You can't see with your physical eyes. You see these things where you have to learn the spiritual eyes is a whole different world. It's a whole different lens. You got to understand that. Once you start understanding that, you start building courage. This is not for the faint at heart. All right? Yeah, man, I had to look at everything, man. Wow. I was like, wow. And to speak my truth, man, I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. I was like, nah, man, I'm not ready for that. Listen, bro. Like, I said, I'm hood. I'm hood. Look. I said, I'm hood. Let me tell you something. Huh? Let me tell you something. I'm hood, right? I come from the hood. So I had to know, I got the street smarts. Now I got to get the wisdom. I got to merge them together, all right? It's not all about me staying hood. It's about me getting that heightened awareness and that wisdom. I had to learn how to do that, okay? I'm hood all day. Shoot. But I have to walk with that wisdom, baby. I'm sorry. It's not an easy thing. Let me go recalibrate. I'm gonna take a little bit of the hermit. All right, and I'm breathing just fine. I'm just here because the energy is so strong. That is unstoppable. This energy is unstoppable, but it's only available for a limited amount of time. All right, you're gonna have to be bold, be brave. But if you feel like there's things that you're not ready for, when you walk through that door, that closes everything. There's pros and cons to this energy. But how do I know? Listen, let me tell you something. Judgmental, right? Because the hierarchy in your mind, it might be subtle, but it's there. You might admire some traits and quietly look down on others. Okay? You got to understand this kind of value ranking is deeply judgmental, even if it's never said out loud. All right? We got that vertical comparison. All right? That is what's going to call you when we constantly rank. You got to understand the ranking here. All right? There are things here that you might not be ready for. So I'm going to try to ease. I'm going to try to move with easing things up. But judgmental, right? Maybe you think people a lot of times, and I have a problem with a lot of people, which that's none of my business because I'm still suffering. All right, but that is, you are the pain. You making your pain your identity. That's suffering. This is what's clearing, because you know why you're still suffering, because you haven't had the courage to walk through that new beginning, that new door. That's what it is. All right, but I don't. One thing I don't do, and depending on where you're at, I don't baby. I'm not gonna baby you. This is not the channel for. I'm not babying you. All right. We all are suffering. Stop singling yourself out. So if you're still suffering, if you haven't healed, all right, then it's a time for you to take some time for yourself. That's the only thing that I could give you. Okay, because we all go through it. Let me tell you something about judgmental people. A lot of judgmental people, they may think that people who read better, people who are early birds, or they better or they night owls, all right, or people that are rich or educated or cultured, they automatically, it makes them somebody more worth it. I got to tell you, baby, no, no, no. I got to tell you no. So if you are that person that you think because somebody is rich or more educated or more cultured, that automatically makes them more worthy, no, 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 you got it messed up. All right, because they could lack so much information. All right. Don't think because you see somebody fancy dressed up, they still got so much mess inside. All right. Because guess what? Material wealth, that don't define you. You understand me? Well, I'm not suffering and I'm not digging up the past too. So I far move on from that. Good for you, Beehive. Good for you. All right. So if you often feel annoyed by people who are different from you, you are a judgmental person. All right. If you rarely apologize or reflect on your tone, guess what? You are a judgmental person. All right? Not entirely. I know that the soul is most important. All right? So I'm going to go down the list here with a quick break. If you don't hear it now, you'll come back to this video, and that's when the real change begins. When you look at yourself from a different lens. All right? That's it. That's when the change happens. All right? I should apologize. No, that's the whole thing. That once you speak your truth, there's no more over apologizing. There's no more. I'm not gonna over explain the things that should be carefully be considerate when it comes to relationship or the people. It'll stop. You won't even look at it like that no more. It's all about changing the lens. All right. This is why we have perspective. This is why we could get to look at things from a different view each. You understand me? That's one of my biggest problems, that I was apologizing for things that don't have, and this is why you need to understand judgment. This is when you if I'm gonna tell you, be sincere, if that was one of the things that opened me up, and I could look at it, I'm like, wow, how much time I wasted over apologizing. I waste so much time explaining, man. That alone will drain you. I see it here all the time when I get that judgment and that Ten of Swords. No more. No more. What am I doing? Wasting my time like that. You know how draining that could be? You apologize. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't apologize. I just say, excuse me. I use my manners and I keep it moving. Remember, we constantly projecting. All right? We got to learn how to sit back, Step back. We constantly pray. And if you're not ready for it, don't come in here and you're not ready for it. It's not, you won't even be, you're like, there's nothing wrong with me. All right? Because that means that you still got a lot of other lessons to learn. All right? That's what it means. And at the end of the day, if you often feel annoyed by people who are different from you, signs that you are a judgmental person, then guess what? All right? I'll be back. Let me take a quick break because I want, although... Listen, women. When we become more spiritually aware and awakened women, remember that we are these vessels of love, emotion, strong, we intuitive, we know things. We are birth and creation. Set a new standard, a new job, a family, a healthy relationship. Have faith, network, because faith without work has no power. Release faith by setting those new affirmations, those prayers. Sit in meditation. I'll be right back. Man, I had to do. All right. All right. Let me see what message before I get into the whole list. Let me get into the. Let me see if they want me to speak about the judgment. Let me see if that's the. I don't want to. If the message gets redirected. All right, because a lot of times you come in. That's the message for me. Whatever you guys speak about and talk about. All right. This is community based. This is a web here. All right. We are our network. We are all connected here. Let's see what else. Let's see here. A lot of times those people that trigger you, that's telling you that it's time to elevate. All right. That's time. Those triggers that are happening. All right. Remember that comparison kills creativity. So don't compare yourself to anybody's situation. All right. One more. One more. The evolutionary journey of your consciousness. Each chakra, that's what it represents. The stage that you're in. Okay. Cleaning the elements. Cleaning your fire. Cleaning your genetic memory. All right. Of course, simple consciousness. Consciousness itself has no self-image, no personality inside of the consciousness yet. Just awareness of beingness, okay? Let's go ahead. King of Wands. This is the energy that we're in. King of Pentacles. The balance. It's always about balance. Once you get to the 6, because we can stop it when we're at that 6. All right? So when we understand that, just awareness of beingness here. All right? Because consciousness eventually evolves to whatever called self-consciousness, all right? And that is, of course, unique within each and every one of you, okay? And so, of course, the human being. And we are always in the in the mind. This is where the feeling is, in the mind, okay? And understand that the mind inverts on itself and it becomes an object to itself. All right. Once you start to understanding that there are codes here, all right. So you're being measured for something more. This is all about a choice. What you see here, this has nothing to do with these people. This has to do with a choice that you must make. All right. I talked about this. I talk about this card. If you want to go to the next video, strength, Ace of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. Although we want things to move faster. All right. So compassion here. At the end of the day, is having those heart center conversation. We got 3 kings here. All right. So I'm having different energy. So the message. Let me go again to the other. Let me go to the next deck. All right. No. So it's not about that. You know when the energy is gonna happen. You know when the energy is gonna happen. The energy is gonna happen around this. It's the 12th or the 15th. I forgot the day. When we having that solar eclipse in Leo. That's when that's when you're gonna start seeing that moment of realizations, those awakenings. You got it? It's different. The energy is different. Okay? The energy is very different. So let me shuffle here. So there's an imbalance here, and it could be the split. All right. So there's a split here, but there's always a re-entry with hope here. All right, because something might try to hook you today, or even understanding the mind. All right, which is hard for us to understand. I won't force used to be like that. Now I'm more exactly because you are understanding now. All right, but your question was like, why do people trigger me? Because you're ready to elevate. You're ready for the growth. All right, so allow it. Okay. Welcome a new fresh energy. Let me see here. Okay. So the King of Cups, the Page of Cups. We're not in the energy right now. No, we're not. We're not in the energy. This is all the energy and the confidence in Leo. We have a Mercury going into Leo, okay? And Mercury rules 2 signs. It rules Gemini and it rules, of course, Virgo's energy, okay? As we the shifts that are happening right now here with the Strength card, okay? You're going to see these themes play over and over again, okay? As this shift's happening here. Of course, stepping into the Lion's portal. You see it there. I mean, if it's not there, what the hell am I doing here, okay? So as we going into the Mercury moves into the 5th house, this is all about expressing myself through the heart, all right? And the balance that I need here. So if there's an imbalance here, with Venus going into the 7th house, is restoring that balance back. You're going to see it immediately, okay? The restoration, people are going to be more accommodating. People are going to be more receptive. Reciprocity is going to be, healing is going to be restored as we move from the helping energy of the 6th house into the 7th house. This is not about perfection, all right? It doesn't feel like, oh, I'm perfecting my relationships, because then here it's going to be, the balance is going to be restored, all right, which is going to have a happy outcome. 9 of Pentacles, the Strength card again, and the 2, all right? So look, it comes out again here. So no, this is not the energy for it. This is just the way I work here, all right? The way I work here, I move with the energy, all right? Nope. So I just wanted to confirm some things here. Yeah, I know that you're a Gemini. I know who you are. I don't forget you. I spend a lot of time with you. All right. So, remember, as we move in, what's happening now is that your energy, your Mercury is your ruling planet. It is moving into this energy here. All right. And there might be some things that you want to say. There's some things that you might want to confront. All right. And it's preparing you to go ahead, especially on the 8th. All right. You're gonna have the strength here to speak, but I don't know if you have the right words yet. All right, because this is all about making room for love, making room for the restoration and the reciprocity that this energy is gonna bring. Because Venus goes in there on the 9th. Okay, so this is why the 9 came out here. It's all here already. All right, I was gonna, so I'm not gonna go into the judgment until that judgment comes out. I'm not gonna go into the. I'm not gonna go into the judgment. No, no, I'm not gonna go into it. No, because it's not. It's not. No, that is not the time for that. All right. So once you understand, as we leave in Virgo's energy and heading into, especially Venus uh, on the 9th, and Mercury today in Leo, it changes the whole game changes. The energy is available for that. Those portals are opening. That is through your consciousness, all right? Whether through the realms of water, thought, your mind, okay? A lot of times it's hard for me to give you these little stupid stories. I don't really work there. That's not my field, all right? I just don't align with that energy. So you might not be understanding a little bit what I'm saying here, but I'm gonna try to help you as much as you can, because we hold such an intelligent body, and we could hold a lot of grief. We could stomach so much grief here. All right, we can. This is what we have. This, so I'm gonna proceed on. I'm gonna proceed on because I understand what this is telling me. You could handle it. You can handle it. We could stomach a lot of grief. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We have the body for it, especially now with this energy entering, especially with Mercury. All right, your mind is gonna be able to hold a lot of information here. All right. So here, what's gonna happen for a lot of you? You're gonna get major aha moments here. You're gonna have lightning fast access to high information and wisdom that you haven't experienced before. But this is a limited amount. This is for a limited time opportunity here. You're gonna get suddenly you're gonna be noticing increase in creativity, powerful ideas, clear decisions when making decisions that weren't clear for you before. All right, and you're not gonna know what to make out of it, man. What do I do with all this energy? All right, it might freeze you. It might freeze you. Be like, wait a minute. You might not understand it because it's gonna be this is all of it's a very dramatic energy at the end of the day. And if you're not prepared for this, you're not gonna walk through that door. You're gonna be like, nah, that's not for me. Yeah, that is for you. You are that portal, you are that strength. Okay? But you have to be careful here because the patience is gonna be the strength here. Because what happens here is the way that you're gonna respond. All right? So do I respond or do I react to anybody that you come across this? Make sure that what's happening to you, because everybody's carrying the same energy. That's what's really happening, okay? Because things are going to get tough. You are going to run across people, all right? Real strength right now is to use this patience with everybody else, okay? Remember, the anger is the enemy mind. So make sure if somebody's physically coming to harm you, that's what's happening, okay? When things get tough, make sure that that's what's happening. All right. Remember, we have a lot of energy happening here, and Leo's energy here is expressing your heart while building relationships with balance rooted. They got to be rooted in balance and reciprocity. All right. One thing about Venus in Libra, it's not gonna let you deal with one-sided. It's not gonna let you deal with one-sided relationship. Your Venus, if your self-worth drops, Venus is gonna collapse. All right. There you go. Make sure what's happening. I could give it to you in that sense, but if I give it to you with my elevated mind, with my higher mind, a lot of times it's like me. I'm like, man, I learned so much. I surrender, right? Because when you have that level of surrender, you want to be taught. I want to be able to teach people and give them the right information, all right? But sometimes it's hard for me because I know too much. So it's also a curse. It's a blessing and it's a curse, all right? Because now I got to shrink down, all right? I have to do a lot of comparisons. I have to go down little. So I'm trying to find the most powerful words so you can really understand them. But you can understand them. You choose not to because your ego is going to protect you. You understand? Your ego is going to try to protect. That's its job, all right? The ego is what gives you power. But we put identity, all right? So I borrow identity, and the ego is, is the way the people see you, all right? You build identity on the way people see you, so that's borrowed. All right? But when we find our inner strength, our confidence. All right? So understanding when we leave that energy from the 6th house into the 7th house. All right? That's going to... so we got a lot of different energies. After that, by next week, or at least by in September, the energy is going to be different. So we won't be talking about this anymore. All right? You got to understand the self-worth and your values. You're going to be recognizing what and truly... deserves your time and attention. Your time and energy is very important. All right? Yeah, we all have the ego. It's not only you. Don't single yourself out. All right. We here as a web, as a family. All right. These are our support system. We support each other. We provide each other where we could each member, whether in your community, in your workplace, or in your home, they play a vital role in your overall strength and well-being as a whole. All right. Don't single yourself out. Don't do that. All right. You're getting elevated here, so you start to understand. All right. So remember that you are the energy of the lovers, your meaningful choices and authentic partnerships. All right. And then Libra is all about that diplomacy, resolving conflict with grace. All right. Instead of force. You got it? So it's all here. It all shows up here. And the Ace of Cups is all about an opportunity. So if something tried to hook you, forget about the little things. All right. I don't know if this whole reading is for you, and if you could resonate with this energy. All right. Whatever this is not one thing about this energy here. Guess what I like about this energy? All right. This is emotional maturity. All right. How to soften your heart here. All right. Without losing your discernment. Okay. That's what, exactly. All right. We want it easy. Of course, your mind's gonna want. Oh, I want calm. You got to understand things before they become because there's things that are not visible to your physical eyes. All right. That's not the energy that we are. No. That's not the energy. So I want you at least to understand. So I'm gonna try to make it more sense in a more smaller way than what I normally explain to you. Okay. So now the time energy is to enjoy music, fashion, decorating, your creative expressions. All right. All right. And don't aim for perfection. There's no perfection. Okay. There's no perfection. All right. It's all about who is willing to commit to long-term happiness. All right. That's the goal. All right. Because these transits are happening within the next few days. These transits are happening in the next few days before that eclipse. Okay. And so when this is happening between August 9th and of course it's going to be there until the 25th. All right. So on August 9th, Mercury enters Leo. And of course already on August 6th, Venus enters, which is today. Oh, I had it backwards. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm not perfect. All right. Oh my God. Oh my God. She made a mistake. We judge so quick. Oh my God. That's not what it is. No, I made a mistake. All right. So if I said it backwards. All right. Sometimes I get caught up with so much energy here. Okay. So at the end of the day, it could be a very dramatic, passionate communication style. All right. It's a powerful period for finding your voice, expressing your creativity, and embracing authenticity. All right. So remember that. All right. And another thing that's anyway, as I go, I'm going to explain to you because then I have to say the same thing again over and over again. All right. Basically here, so fair balance. All right. A connection that says you could have a connection here. Okay. That exists, but insecurity, a fear of not measuring up. There's a fear here of not measuring up here with this King of Swords. Okay. Because the Six of Pentacles is a desire for fair balance and connection. We all have those desires, right? So these cards complement each other very well. The Six of Pentacles is a give and receive in equal measures. All right? Be generous with kindness. Be generous with honesty. Be honest. Be honest. All right? Be generous with that, with kindness and honesty and respect. All right? But you don't have to overgive. You don't have to overgive, even if it's a relationship, all right? You're going to have to, this is the energy where you seek relationships, all right? Where effort, communication, and care, they flow both ways, all right? So you're going to see if effort is not being matched, all right? Oh, yeah, we have to allow to, exactly, all right? I don't want to tap into your love energy. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. You asked me about your community, all right? And anybody that's here. If you love him, express it honestly. Does this person love you back? Sit down and have the conversation. Because it's in the heart. It's going to be the truth. All right? Love doesn't lie. People do. Love doesn't lie. So you watch their love language. All right? You know. Yeah, I'm not ready to deal with it. But you know. Love doesn't lie. Love is a force. Okay? Let's get that straight. Love has two. All right? Love has two energies. at once. All right. Love is love is this incredible frequency that when we operate from that love, of whether it brings us pain, it brings us pleasure, it brings us joy, it brings us happiness. We got to go through this. All right. So there's no worry. So this is why you act. This is why you ask about your community. Okay. So understanding that, just watch for if the effort isn't being matched to money, sex, food, gifts, time, kindness. All right. So the respect of the Six of Pentacles is kindness. All right. It's kindness. All right. And so right now, so build confidence. All right. So I don't see nothing here. I know yesterday I did a Gemini's reading. I mean, it went like, all right. It went. I didn't really like it, but there's nothing that I could do about it. All right. So you know when somebody, whatever the way people confess themselves by on the 8th, they really mean it. If you don't see no confession, if you don't see nobody expressing, don't get alarmed. Don't get alarmed. All right. You just don't. They might not. They might be feeling so good that they don't know how to express it, or they might express it. All right. So just be mindful of that, and remember that tarot as a journey for growth. All right, because these sixes, they represent a point in balance and integration. So by the time that you reach this card, you usually move through a challenge. All right, of the 5. So you earn the moment here to breathe. So just breathe. You understand me? That's why the 6s, I'm going to say it again, and it's in my video. Well, it's in my life. I'm going to do a video. Look at these two right here. Look at them right here. All right. What are these two? These are 2 healthy choices. Okay. These are 2 healthy choices. These are the choices that you must make. So this could be, all right. So that means that, let's say it's 2 people. Those 2 people are still healthy choices. All right. So look at it from a different lens here. All right. When you look at those 2, because they look right. So you know if they're not healthy for you. All right. But these represents choices. All right. But anyway, so the 6 of Pentacles is a rest, pause and reflect and recover and appreciate how far you've come. All right. You don't have to keep pushing every moment. Continue building and use the stability that you gain as a foundation here. This card's going to keep coming out over and 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 over again. I'm going to be explaining this card. Continue building and use the stability you gain from this as the foundation for your next level. And then we get to the 7. Now you got to be patient. Now you got to be patient. You already got it here. You already got it here. The 7 are still, let me tell you something. You got to understand the energy. The 7s, they're still in the bush. And the 6s are in the bush, and the 1 pentacle is coming down. Look at that thing. Stop looking at it literally, because that's why we need spiritual eyes. All right. Continue to build. All right. And use the stability you gain as a foundation for the next level of growth. All right. So at the 6, you can stop. You can enjoy the view and catch your breath, or you could keep climbing. All right. They both valid. They both valid because you already established a stronger footing. You don't have to keep going. This is why we get the 7 of Wands. If you have the courage to begin, you're going to have the strength to see it through. All right. If you're trying to build confidence here, or rebuilding confidence again, or breaking the overthinking, all right, or you want to become more steady, all right, there's a list of promises that you can make for yourself. How do you build trust with yourself? No big dramatic vows. Small. Listen, look. Small, consistent commitments. All right? Small. I want you to understand this card deep, real deep. If you can understand any, I think I want you to understand them all. All right? Looking at it from a different lens is what you get here. And each time you show up, you become more aware, all right, of the power that's within you. She's normally assertive, and she draws from that attention. She uplifts others, right? She uplifts others. She's inspiration. You understand me? So you get to uplift others as you help, as you lead others, okay, with assertive and kindness. How to be assertive. What is the balance between assertive and kindness? Because something new, all right, it's going to emerge, all right? You don't have to get caught up in all the drama and understand that people are just like you, all right? We imperfect human beings with incredible gifts and talents. You understand me? So how to work and together and cooperate here, because this is all about the web. This is family building, all right? Our interconnectedness, all right? And so this is embracing, this is subconscious, looking at your subconscious patterns. All right, you start to understand, because we could stomach, we could stomach so much. Our brain is incredible. I mean, we're dealing with such an incredible intelligence. We belong to something so incredible, all right? So how can we not understand things? It's because we choose not to. Because it doesn't allow, a lot of times time doesn't allow us because of that. But when we take time and we really search, all right? And remember, dignity, your self-worth, all right? So dignity and self-worth is the discernment. It's recognizing that, you know, what nourishes you versus what depletes you, all right? And so dignity is a part of your soul, okay? It's a part of you that refuses to betray your soul just to keep a connection, approval, or temporary comfort, all right? So understanding what this energy is all about here, all right? So at the end of the day, all right? So I just hope that helped anybody that come across here. When you look at this energy and Leo, I'm going to stay talking a little bit about Leo. It is Leo season. It is all about this energy that is coming in. It is about the number 8. It is all here, okay? It has to come out here. It has to be here, all right? It is here, okay? And if you walk, all right, through that door, that portal is you. Meaning if you elevate your mind, if you embrace higher awareness, conscious, because it's there, if you tap into it, if you harmonize with the wisdom of the stars, you get to not only heighten your awareness, increase your intuition, all right? And of course, you're going to receive so much information, how to move forward, how to carry that energy for the next couple of months, all right? It doesn't have to end here. The 6 is just a pause, all right? And so as we leave Mercury, right? What you've built, you build enough here, okay? So you create that balance already, and you share those resources, and you receive support, or you invest it wisely, all right? So the 6 is not the end, it's the journey. The journey is balance, all right? At the end of the day, the journey is balance. This is a checkpoint here, all right? So I'm not going to talk about the life path. I did that last night. So at the end of the day, when it comes to your finances here, all right, alert to your contributions and generosity. What these are strengths here, okay? Make sure that you're not giving away your peace, your resources without pause. Balance, again, is key when it comes to your health, your mental well-being here, your physical, giving yourself time to reflect rather than to simply push through, all right? That would be very, very beneficial, all right? So understand the creative energy that is elevating you and your projects, all right? And of course, that's going to allow you to express your imaginative side here, all right? You could either gain a spark, and at the same time, practical structure may be required, all right? Align your dreams with where your plans will serve you well, all right? It is all there. It shows up here. I don't have to trick. I don't have to manipulate. I don't have to do nothing. I just show up and I give you the energy. I'll give you the truth, but with compassion and discipline. All right? Love without discipline is just a waste of time. All right? And so, of course, just try to enjoy the energy as much as possible. Let me see what she said. All right? Sometimes we just need that encouragement. Sometimes we just need it. Sometimes we get so stuck in the mind here. All right? And the energy is going to be over and over and over again. You want to know when it matters, all right? When is that door opening and what doors mean, all right? Let that old mindset and the fear, all right? A painful experience a painful experience that you're going to be recovering from, a habit that no longer serves you, a relationship or situation that already run its course. All right, there's always new beginnings. All right, when that ending happens, there's always new beautiful things coming in. All right. So I know you've seen the Two of Pentacles. I think it was over there. The Magician is there. All right. And that King of Swords in the reverse. That's just the energy that's leaving, because Virgo is an Earth sign, but it is ruled by Mercury, the mind. All right, the feeling is shifting, it's moving. It doesn't necessarily mean nothing bad, but if you stuck with a person that refuses to compromise, that is very controlling, all right, then that's a whole different story. If you're still dealing with that kind of energy, all right, the energy is moving, and of course, expect that energy to move. Understand where Venus goes, it expresses itself different. All right. So now it's about accountability, taking personal responsibility. Personal responsibility, you're going to see a lot of personal responsibility, accountability with personal power with the Magician. You're going to see that a lot. All right. And if you're not seeing that, then you're not getting the right information. All right. Understand things from a symbolic perspective, and of course, a metaphor, because these are all metaphorically speaking. All right. We use these borrowed things here to make sense of the world. All right. All right. No, not for you. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it for you on its own. I'm saying for the collective, whoever's here watching. Okay. A lot of time the King of Swords, but if you're dealing with somebody that's like that, I'm not saying you. All right. I'm saying in general, and as a whole. When I speak here, I speak as a whole. All right. So don't worry about it. Okay. So if you're the Sires, let me tell you something with that Two of Pentacles, because a lot of people don't understand that that it's not necessarily a cheating card, because at its healthiest, that's a desire for the relationship where two people can both adjust, communicate, and support one another through what? All right? Through the changes of circumstances. They are going to change. All right? The balance, okay, is to work through family, finances, and personal goals together. Flexibility. I wanted things to keep flowing between us. Sometimes we don't want to miss that flow, okay? It's not what you think it is, all right? I want to make things work. I don't want to feel pressure. I want the relationship to be flexible and flowing. It's not about that. But when you go watch and you think, oh, they cheating. No, that doesn't mean that, all right? At all. Now, if you get the devil, the moon, then that's different. That's a whole different story. All right. I know what the energy looks like when you have a healthy relationship. Okay. Then when you don't. Okay. The theme here is honesty. But when we look at that two, at its healthiest, that Two of Pentacles, I want to keep the relationship flexible. I want to have time for you, but sometimes life happens. All right. I want to be flexible and flowing rather than pressured. I want to make things work, even if it's taking effort. Okay, to keep everything. I want to enjoy a light-hearted connection that doesn't feel heavy or restricted. It's all there. All right. At its lowest, of course, this is about weighing the options. They might be uncertain about the future or what's going on, or between you, they got other priorities, or do I adapt together? Okay. Through the ups and downs, instead of I'm giving up challenges. You know what I mean? Like, I need to learn these things. All right. With that being said, that is it. Let me get out of here. I hope that you enjoy this live. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yep. So now that we got this out of the way, all my best to you, okay? May you be filled with peace, and may your dreams be guided by the gentle light wisdom and the light within your soul. And remember that you're not alone. All right? Life itself embraces you with compassion, and everything's working out for your highest good, because you carry strength and beauty inside. Don't ever forget that. All right? I'm sending love and light to you. Light means love, that fire. Thank you for sending me that compassion. All right, that strength and that hope. We know some things are still good. All right, we got to know how to see the good in people. We got to train our mind to see the good in everything. Not when everything's good, knowing that we're going to go through difficulties. All right, we got to train our mind. We got to understand that positivity is a choice, and of course, the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Yeah, we want to judge. We want to compare. When we compare ourselves to other people, we kill that creativity. Don't kill your creativity. All right. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Uh, okay. Hey, sweetie. Can I have a reading on the outcome of this relationship with me and Merlin? Oh boy. All right. Give me a minute. Come in. Come in. Come in. Come in. Come in. I'm gonna look at what's. I'm gonna look at what's leaving you. All right, and what's elevating you. All right. You might not be aware of some things. So what is because you have this portal of energy that is you, that you might not understand what's happening. All right. So you feel it. You feel good. But can you maintain it? All right. And so let's go ahead here. Give me a minute. What else I had to say to you? Yeah. Okay. All right. You're welcome. Hey, Michael Ellis. Yes, the greatest gift of all. You are the greatest gift of all here. You all are. We all are here. You know, family, web, community, where we build each other up, where we encourage each other. I know that it's hard. It's hard to have that discipline. Yeah, yeah. It's not pop. I'm not popular. You know. Oh boy, I'm not popular. It's okay. It's okay. You know what I want to do? I think I'm gonna do this tomorrow. I'm gonna do the hell nah. All right. How to have street smarts and wisdom. All right. How to have that. You could have them together. You don't have to be. You understand? You could still be. You could be cool hood. You know. But you could run. You don't have to walk around with that mindset. You could step into some wisdom. All right. That suit. That suit doesn't make you better than anyone. All right. I want you to be the person that you could walk around in your Timbs, in your boots, in your sneakers, but you have that knowledge, you have that wisdom. You turn that knowledge into wisdom, all right? Because people are gonna judge you by the things you wear. Unfortunately, that's what happens. But when they hear you speak, wow, this is what we can judge a book by its cover, all right? You be like, wow, I didn't believe that. Wow, you know. And they say you wasting all your talent. You exactly where you need to be. You help the ones that are coming up. All right. You set that example. All right. You don't have to have a Bible in your hand. You don't got to walk around trying to preach something to somebody that you don't do, that you don't practice, and that you damn well don't understand. You don't understand it. You preaching it. Don't be that. Don't be foolish like that. All right. There's other ways of connecting and having a close personal relationship with the universal God. All right. Don't forget that. I'll be right back. Let me take a quick break. We think, oh, we got, anyway, let me be quiet. Let me be quiet. Let me go here. And how to build that emotional intelligence. How to step into that beautiful energy is what it's all about. I'm not popular and I'm okay with it. Not popular. And I'm okay with it. I'm not popular. Alright, what I gotta eat? I think I'm gonna eat a donut. What did I eat? I have my banana. Today I'm being a little naughty. and a donut. Banana and donuts. Let me get my little breakfast. I said, let me just have a little chocolate. Little treat. Little treat. But I'll be good forever. We are not going to be defined by that painful moment in time. And since I'm making it happen, oh, baby, oh no. Oh boy. And since I'm making it, but I'll be good forever. I just don't have to act it wherever I go. All right, let me turn my AC on. I'll be right back. Tomorrow, or I don't think I'm gonna come. I don't know if I'm gonna come tomorrow. Maybe Saturday or Sunday. I'm gonna be sharing you when I say day. When I say day here, I know you guys have been like, "What? Who's day?" All right. I want you the stars. That's what I mean by day. When I come in here tomorrow, I'm gonna share because I know you guys hear me say day, day, day. I mean the stars. Okay. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if you picked that up. I'm gonna be sharing with you what stars I connect to more. Okay. All right. Metaphorically speaking. Okay. You gotta understand things. Well, those of you that don't have spiritual eyes and carry the energy forward. All right. I need you to understand some things. I'm gonna share very little. All right. The rest is not. I mean, we don't get all this information right away. Okay. So, for those that are not spiritually adept, it's gonna be hard to understand. So, I'm gonna leave it there. Okay. Anything that's kooky, anything that we must say, just stay in this line. That's not how the universe works, all right? We are connected to this intelligence field, and within that field, we are those stars. We have that power, all right, whether you understand it or not. All right, we inhabit such an incredible body, and it's about time for you to stop tapping into that power. You are not powerless, all right? So I pray that you all enjoy good health and that all goes well with you, and may all your plans succeed. And have the heart-to-heart with the divine. I'm going to bring that on Sunday, all right? The heart-to-heart with the divine is what you could expect on Sunday. There's going to be prayers. There's going to be affirmations. There's going to be petitions. There's going to be Chantra styles, Maya, whatever you got, whatever you want, I'm going to bring it to you. So I always pray that all go well with you, and may the divine gives you the desires of your heart and make all your plans succeed. Remember that he heals the broken hearted and binds up their wounds. All right. One more. Let's go ahead. Are you here, Vanderbilt? One more. An old mindset or fear. A painful experience that you're beginning to recover from. All right. A relationship or situation that has already run its course. That is what the Ten of Swords mean. You are done with that nonsense. All right, Vanderbilt. And what we got? Oh, I seen that tower. All right. So your question is your person. I just pray that you don't ask me that question again. I give a year. And after that year, I'm done. Yeah. I'm done with the same questions. Because I mean that in the most genuine, the most genuine way I can. All right. The rest is up to you. All right. I think a year is good enough. I think a year is good enough, not only for me, for you to embrace. It's time to start to embrace something new and to let go and come to terms that that door is closed. All right. How to know when that? The thing is that how to know when that door is closed, right? Because this is what the Lion's Gate is about. All right. So the question will be like, how do I know when that door is closed? All right. That'll be the question. I'm gonna put a list here. Which questions to properly ask and what is aligning with you. You got it? How do I know that door is closed? How do you know it? How do I not know? All right, that if I leave that behind, I'm missing on an opportunity to be with this person to heal. All right, or that this person just came to teach me something. All right, you got it. That's just that simple. It's just simple. We make it so hard, but it's so simple. All right. But because we lack the awareness. All right? And of course, with this Lion's portal, it is offering you that. Okay? Be who you are. Okay? Release what's completed. All right? Start that project. Apply for that application, for that position. Learn a new skill. Reach out to somebody. Expect somebody to reach out to you. Absolutely. All right? Because an open door is all about possibilities that are going to be available for you. All right. If the door was closed, that means the timing is not right, and or something remains hidden. All right. So as you start harmonizing with the intelligence of the stars, remember the stars remember your path. One more. All right. Your soul already knows. Your soul knows things. Your ego is the one that's in the way. All right. You don't eliminate the ego. You make them understand. Hey. There's another part of me. What are you doing? So you don't get drained. One more. If this is depleting you after a year, you already know. If you don't see no resolutions after a year, you already know. It is time to step back. So I pray that you get an awakening, that you get a revelation, that you get to decipher something new, that you allow, all right? That you know your worth, all right? That you understand your dignity, all right? Don't compromise your standards. You got it? All right? You don't have to let the ego go. That's the whole problem right there. Who's telling you that you have to let the ego go? The ego is what gets you going in the morning. The ego is the one that gives you confidence. The ego is your sun. The ego is your life, is your vitality, is your strength. You don't let it go. You let it understand that it's also part of something greater. All right? That it has a soul. Because this is what gives you identity here. Too much ego is pride. All right? You don't let them become your masters. You don't let them, no, you don't choose one side to another. The egos want you to choose. This is the only thing that is available to you. That's it. And the soul says, no. How to make them coexist, all right? You don't let the ego go. No, you integrate it. And it becomes softer. Remember, the ego wants now fast action because it's what it sees. The first thing you get up in the morning when you scroll, you understand it? You got, now you got it. Now you got it. It hasn't been explained to you professionally, so this is why I'm here. All right? This is why I'm here. Now you get it? It's not going anywhere. You think it's not going anywhere. The minute you got to learn how to quiet the mind. Once you learn how to do that, The ego has no choice. All right. So the problem is between your higher self and your ego. That's it. Let me be quiet. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. All right, let's go ahead. Because I pray that you really, really don't get stuck like this. It's really, really bad, and it's even worse when you're dealing with a married person. When they're already in a whole relationship, that's when it's really bad. That person came to teach you a lesson. You got a choice. You want to stay with that married person that they got somebody already, or you waiting for the universe to prepare you something that is going to move very slow, but it's going to be very valuable, very steady, very reliable, and it's going to be honest to you. But you don't. No, I don't want that. No, I stay with that married man because that's the only thing that my ego knows. No. Oh, and the ego's just going to try to protect you. All right, because we will cry for closed doors. The ego will have you cry for closed doors. This portal say, hey, the door is open. Go. Trust in that. Walk with truth. Walk through that door. Hey, Tariq. But no, I want the married man. I know I did it for years. All right. All right, let's go ahead. One more. I did it for years. For those of you that think that you don't deserve something better than a married person, man, you got to trust in God. You got to trust in the universe, man. I know that's something good. I see all the hope and faith here, but you don't release that faith. Faith without works has no power. One more. Write the things that you're ready to let go. One more. And those will go. You send them away. Burn it, throw it away. One more. Vanderbilt, one more. And thank you. Good morning, Tyreek. You got the Two of Pentacles. If I get the Devil, if I get the Moon, if I get the Devil, if I get the Moon, you already know that this person is... Alright, so, you got 2 pages. The major arcana, it is the Hangman in reverse. Alright? So, your question is here. Because the energy is young, so you go between the young energy and the old. Alright? And the page of wands, let's see what's here. Alright, it's just a lot of... let me see here. Alright? So, so your question was, I just wanted to see where you was at. Well, the outcome of this the outcome of you and Merlin. So right now the energy is the Two of Pentacles, okay? And the Two of Pentacles is they have other priorities. It's not necessarily them cheating. No, all right? They want the energy to flow easily and to have time, they do. All right, knowing when it's healthy and when it's not, because this is a healthy. The thing here is the time, and to give up. There's a sacrifice, because if you understand when you understand the Hangman, it's a card of a sacrifice that they must make. All right, and when you understand what the sacrifice, I don't think I want to explain the sacrifice. All right, and I want you to understand when you get this Two of Pentacles in love. All right, because they often suggest they decide to create balance while managing their life's demands. Something in their life might be very demanding here. All right? Although they want to create the balance while managing their life demands and the relationship, they might want love, but they are also trying to juggle responsibilities, emotions. Emotions is what they are juggling here. All right? There are decisions here that they must make that they're not probably ready to make that decision, because we're going to look at this energy at the healthiest. All right? This is when both people can do and can adjust. You got it? When two people cannot, this is what we have to be careful with, the people that we get energy from, because it's very dangerous. All right? It's very dangerous to understand this energy when you're not, when it's not done professionally. Okay? And a lot of times when we do a lot, even me in the future doing videos, I'm not going to be able to give you everything that you want in one single time. I'm not going to tell you with the moon, blah, blah, blah. It's going to take too much time. So that's why I'd rather come here, let you understand, All right, because each reader has a different style and a different level of understanding. We are not given all this, although we are multi talented. We got a lot of special gifts, but we don't use them correctly, or we leave them behind because we're trying to control the reading, and we cannot control energy. Energy is fluid. Whether it's you understand me? Thank you so much for the coin. All right, because that is, you got to look at things at its healthiest. This is a very healthy card, because this is a lot of responsibilities here. All right, where two people can adjust and communicate and support one another through the of circumstances. All right, so the desires here when it comes to love is to balance. All right, love with rest. They're trying to balance the rest of their right, their energy between work, family, finances, and their personal goals here. All right, so what are they doing right now? Are they, because this could be a student. This is somebody that's had a special skill, that has a part-time job, but they also got a lot of other responsibilities. All right, so the key phrase here would be what? I want love to fit into my life, all right, in a balanced, flexible, and sustainable way. We all have that desire. Exactly. All right. Exactly. All right. I want to keep the relationship flexible and flowing rather than pressure. They don't want no pressure, because guess what? They already have enough pressure. Okay, they already have enough pressure. All right. Exactly. Yeah, I know they have a part time. I know. And when people are not educated, and they don't take a couple of years like I did to go find out really deep. All right, because what you're gonna see here, changes are gonna come. These changes are gonna come when the sun goes in Virgo. When the sun goes in Virgo, I don't think they. I don't know if they're gonna. They might finish. Right now the sun is in Leo. You understand me? So when this, you're gonna see these changes when the sun goes in Virgo, because this is the golden dawn of Virgo's energy. Understanding the Virgo super cluster kind of energy. I don't know even know if it's done moving to another region or another country. All right, you understand? I mean, I want to get really, really heavy on this card and talk to you about the Virgo super cluster and the continent and all that beautiful energy. Hey G, how are you? All right. So the person that want to feel, I could vouch for this. I could vouch for this energy. All right. I could vouch for the energy because I too became such a workaholic. And I know damn well I get this energy all the time. All right. And sometimes it's hard for me. Sometimes it's hard for me to have the balance here. All right. And I know when I'm working too hard. All right. I know when I know that I have people that I connect to. All right. And when I have time, and then I act accordingly. You understand? Sometimes sometimes, if I would have seen the food, then it's been a different story. All right. Sometimes you get so caught up with perfecting. How can I make this 1% better? All right. And then it takes over sometimes. All right. We don't feel, we don't mean to do it, but it happens because we are prioritizing some. I want to perfect something because whatever I want to do here, I want it to be meaningful. It's gonna listen. If I'm doing this, it's got to be the right way. All right, and it could become a little obsessive, but I don't see it here yet because it wants to perfect. It wants to be a master. This is what I like about this. This doesn't live in fantasy. All right, this already is. This is somebody that's putting their hard work, their dedication, devotion into their craft. You got to understand this, and this is the kind of energy that you want to see when you're going into a relationship. All right. All right. So right now, what they're telling you right now, to enjoy the hard-lighted connection that you have with this person. All right. That doesn't feel heavy. That doesn't feel restricted. It doesn't mean that it's not. It cannot go and move forward, because eventually, at the end of the day, he has 6 pentagrams there. All right. And he's working on the 7th. All right. He's already acquired this. All right. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1 here at the bottom. He's working on this one because he's lost time. He's lost time. All right. Eventually, automatically there's 6 here, but there's 5 There's 5, so they know they lost a lot of time. All right, you understand me? So you really got to look at this energy really, really closely, by. All right, and so give them time. All right, if I want to do it, I'm gonna do it right. Okay, the Hangman is the energy of I have to give up something, and if that means you, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I had to. I had to rearrange. I had to look at my priorities. All right? I had to look at my priorities. I had to give a family time for the last 3 years. For the last 3 years, I had to do that. I had to make those difficult decisions. People are not going to understand your vision. They're not. Sometimes you don't want to, but you have to. All right? All right, I'm good, sweetie. I'm good. I'm good. How are you? How was your birthday? All right, you got to understand this. That's why I pray that you don't ask me this question again. How long you been waiting for this person? How long you been waiting for them? All you could do moving forward is wishing this person well. All right. If you got a year, how many years you got in with this person? Remember, we all messed up. We all get a second chance to build again. The thing is, can you stand alone? Can you be patient while this person works on them? All right. So then this is if you don't see no improvements, all right, because it could become very obsessive. All right, this becomes obsessive later. If you haven't seen no improvements by when the sun is in Virgo, you got to pay attention when the sun is in Virgo. All right, give them a little bit more. After that, you're done. You got it. After that, you're done. You might be going into a different direction. Right now, what is asking you to cultivate a little flexibility in your character. All right? You gotta learn how to cultivate, be patient and cultivate a little flexibility. All right? So this is all about right now. When it comes to your life decisions, you are in a phase of weighing your options. All right? You're learning to prioritize what truly matters. You got it? You have to do the same thing. All right? Because this person could go from doing too much and burn out. All right? And they might avoid the decision by staying busy. So that's what the only thing that you're going to look at. Are they avoiding a decision by staying busy? All right? So I'll come back to your energy one more time. And after that, so just be honest with me about where you're at. And then I'll say to you, you know what? More likely than not, you could this could happen at this time. Other than that, all right, it's going to be much harder. All right? Because that energy, of course, the Eight of Pentacles, one of the most strongest cards when it comes to dedication, craftsmanship, and discipline and growth. All right? And that, of course, is associated with the Golden Dawn, okay? And it's assigned to Virgo energetically because the quality that Virgo shares along with the Saturn, even though Saturn is not the focus card here, the ruler. That's why you didn't see the devil. The energy blends with the sun's vitality, purpose, and self-expression, humility, craftsmanship, and dedication to improvement. All right? They could become very obsessive if things don't turn out. All right? So it's not something that you're doing. All right? Something that they got to get done. All right? That energy is all about consistency, intentional effort rather than overworking. That message is I show up every day. If possible, even 30 to 90 minutes. I focus, I practice, I focus. I aim for quality over quantity. All right? That's what that energy is saying. I mean, I want to go deeper on that energy, but I'm going to leave it alone. You understand what I'm saying? All right, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys. All right? So right now, playful energy. Flirt a little bit. Just flirt, have fun. You know, don't do nothing too crazy until September. Then we'll take it from there. All right? So the Page of Wands is the energy, of course. Something is there's a redirection here. All right? So you pass the Ace. There's a redirection of energy here, right? That's not lost, but that they're just busy with what they're doing. I know. I could vouch for that energy. All right? I could vouch for that energy. Absolutely. All right? And so at the end of the day, it is time to review your plans and look at the things from all different perspectives. All right? There's a new approach. A new approach at the end of the day with that Hangman. All right? A new approach will be better. All right? So Forget about those old beliefs. All right, I love you. You're welcome, sweetie. And thank you so much for the what are those? The super thanks? That's a super thanks, right? It was fun. I rented it oh yeah, and that note. It was fun. I rented a resort that no access to the oh wow to the internet for a day. My family and friends enjoyed chatting in the old way. That's good. Chatting in the old way of talking to each other. We enjoy. Oh, that was cool. Let me see. We enjoy what? We enjoy the live band. Oh, nice. Also, it was quality time. Exactly. Quality over quantity. You know, sometimes those things happen for a reason, right? And you enjoy the best time ever, you know? And that's what it's saying. Sometimes we got to step out of the norms, and enjoy the moment, all right? We got to get out of the social media. Oh, that was beautiful. I'm glad that you had fun, all right? Let me tell you, it's really hard for me to do this tarot knowing what I know. All right, and not going into and not going into it deeper. All right, I just want to let you know how incredible and incredible, unique you are. Right, we all have our own unique vibrational frequency. All right, every time the hammer comes out. All right, we are all here with a purpose in mind. All right, so how to have that spiritual balance and the spiritual and physical balance, and it's about shifting consciousness and paradigm shifts. All right, and understanding that there's a whole vast of communication right under our feet. Of course, that tree symbolizes a bridge between the worlds, and they act as portals to the underworld. I love you guys again. Enjoy. See you guys maybe tomorrow, but definitely Sunday. Okay, guys. Have a blessed day, guys. Bye-bye. Thank you.